We've done all of the essential things for the product, but there's still a bunch of settings that we can tweak to make our product pages more useful. First things first, I want to talk about categories and tags. So let me go up here to edit download. And over here on the right-hand side, we can see categories and tags. If you have more than one product, I recommend you look into these. It helps your users and it's good for SEO. I'll add a category by clicking on Add New Download Category. And now we can type in the title. Since my site has ebooks and blueprints, I'm just going to create one right now and call it ebooks. And click Add New Download Category. This will create a category and add it to our product. If we save our product and go to the product page, we can see what happened. Go to Update and back to our product page. You'll notice we don't actually see anything. However, there is still some use here. If we go back to the admin, we can go to Downloads, Categories, and now we can see all of our categories, including a category page. This category page now lists any of the products that are in this category. Right now it's just one, but there might be more. And this is helpful for Google. Just make sure that you use a plugin like Yoast SEO that submits sitemaps to Google so that Google knows this page exists. Check out the WordPress plugins SEO course in the library to see how to do that. If we go back to the product page, I'll go back to my admin, downloads, and then the product page, we could also add tags. Now, one of the mistakes that I see people do is they'll add duplicate tags that are already categories, and you don't want to do that. So if you have a books category and a blueprints category, I would maybe add a tag for, let's say, tracked robots or drones or something that spans both categories. This is one of those SEO best practices where you don't want to confuse Google with a similar category and tag page. So for us, I'll just go ahead and type in robot and add. Now let's look at a few more settings. If we scroll down a little bit, we can see our download settings, one of which is the file download limit. And you can set this here per product, or you can set it globally in your settings. I don't usually limit things like this, because once someone has downloaded the product once, they can do whatever they want with it. The only thing that it prevents someone from doing is forwarding the order completed email to everyone they know. But that is so rare. So maybe, if you want, you can set this to 5 or 10, just in case someone does send out the order received email. I'll just leave mine set to 0 for right now. The next setting lets you hide the purchase button. This is nice if you have a product that's going to come out soon but isn't available yet. You can have the page and get people interested without letting them purchase. And then there's the setting right here, which we can't actually edit right now. But there is an option to buy now. But there's a lot of restrictions, and you have to skip collecting taxes, which is a huge problem. So even though we could change this later once we have certain things set up for payment, I wouldn't recommend doing so. And lastly, this shortcode allows you to embed the buy button on any other page or post. It's really nice when you want to announce a new product on your blog. Let me copy this And before I leave the page, I'll update this to save our settings. And let's go to one of our posts. So this could be a Hello World post. We can say, welcome to WordPress. We just released our first product. You can buy it now. And we're going to paste in that short code. I'll update this and we'll take a look at it. I'll view the post. There it is. So it's just a purchase button. And if you want, you can actually change a few things. Right here on this page, it'll list all of the settings in that short code that you can change. So if you want to change the color or the style or a few other things like the text, you can do so. You could even hide the price. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but there are some options here. Lastly, if I go back to the product page, I'll go to our admin, downloads, and the products. There are download notes. These show up after someone makes a purchase. This can be helpful to explain to users that they'll get an email with download links. And it's also useful if you let people purchase something on your site and you integrate with a third-party system and you need to give them access to that system, like if it's a paid webinar or a separate membership site or something like that. You can add some notes here just so they aren't confused. And with that, we've configured just about all of the settings on the EDD product page.